take it you're Lincoln Clay.
So they tell me.
I told Sal this fucking casino would be the end of him. I meant it figuratively. This shit has a way of turning on you, doesn't it?
Especially if you piss off the wrong person.
You know who I am, son?
Guessing you're Leo Galante.
Let's take a little walk, you and me. Probably no surprise, but the rest of the commission wants you dead. You and anybody else that had anything to do with this.
What happened here was between me and Marcano.
Oh, I understand that, son. We all do. But this business makes you paranoid, irrational. They see Sally a pile of shit. They start wondering if someone's gonna serve them a plate of their own.
So you're here to decide if you're coming after me?
No. I'm here to deliver a message. You made your point, son. This all ends right here, right now.
I got no quarrel with y'all.
Once a month, Sal kicked up 20% of his net. Cash only. Same man's been delivering it for, oh, I don't know, 20 years or so. I see no need in deviating from that, you?
No, sir.
In exchange, you run things as you see fit. Want to sell heroin? Want a whorehouse on every other corner? Makes no fucking difference to me. The only thing that matters is 20%.
And what if I decide to walk away? Leave all this behind?
Then this will be the last time we see each other. Best of luck to you, son.
Is he dead?
Yeah, he's dead. Him and Georgie both.
It's the best news I've heard in ages. Can we get an amen, Padre?
So, what happens now?
What do you mean what happens now? It's over. Done. Finished.
I ain't talking to you. Just cause Sal Marcano's dead, Lincoln, doesn't mean it's over. Now, what you did and the size of it all, you created a storm in this here city, and it's gonna take a long time for it to dissipate, if it ever does.
With Marcano dead, New Bordeaux belongs to me. Ain't nobody left to stand in my way.
You can't be serious. The point of this wasn't to replace Marcano, it was to remove him. This city's done gone through enough. It doesn't need another Sal Marcano.
This city? You've got to be fucking kidding me. This city is a cesspool. It's where people come to fuck and drink and get high.
You watch your filthy mouth.
It's what the city is, Padre. If it's not giving another Sal Marcano, it's gonna shit one out.
He's right. If it ain't gonna be me, it's gonna be somebody else. Probably somebody worse.
Amen.
Hank. You remember what you told me when you came back from the war? How you wanted to go to California? Leave all this behind? And just start all over?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it ain't too late, Lincoln. You can still go. Go. And don't look back.
Listen, I'd love to stay here and debate the merits of one crime boss over another, but I've got a schedule to keep. Bit of advice, though. The scumbags you've been working with, kill them. All of them. Bury them before they bury you, buddy. Oh. I'll be seeing you, Padre.
God forgive me for standing by you through all this, Lincoln. But if you do anything except leave, we're finished. You hear?
Bob.
A man's soul can only carry so much. And mine is on the verge of breaking.
Officers down here. Any available units report to the hit and run downtown. Response requested.
Sal and Georgie are gone. And after all the shit we've been through, we run this city.
So we finally gonna get our chance to make things right in this town. Bring a balance to things. Wasn't certain we'd ever actually get here.
After all the bullshit, it's almost impossible for me to wrap my brain around the fact that we actually did it. You're a fucking saint, Lincoln. And I'm honored to know you.
Now, that's the kind of news you never get tired of hearing.
We're not here because of what I did, or because of what any of y'all did. We're here because we stood together. And as long as we stay strong, ain't no one ever gonna fuck with us.
After he killed Sal Marcano, Lincoln Clay took over. But he wasn't content just to run the city. He expanded out across the South into Florida and even the Carolinas. There's so much money coming in, and he's been smart with it. He spreads it around, makes sure the right people get paid and stay paid. The city's favorite son, Yeah. Rebuilding the Hollow, buying up Frisco Field, reopening the theme park, all that money and goodwill. He thinks it's made him untouchable, but no one is untouchable. He might have plastered his name across a few schools and hospitals, made donations to a charity here and there, but nothing absolves him of his crimes. That's why I agreed to do this documentary. I want to shine a light on the real Lincoln Clay.
Lincoln gave in to everything. Drugs, booze, prostitutes, you name it. If he made $1, he was involved. Seeing him on the news, strutting around. Sometimes I think he should have died over at Sammy's with all the rest of them. There'd be kind of a peace in that. Turn it off! There's nothing else to say about any of this.
Let me ask you something. Senator! Where were you when John Fitzgerald Kennedy was assassinated?
I don't remember. At home, I believe. I don't remember. At home, I believe.
Let me tell you where I was. A muddy hut in Vietnam. Slowly dismembering an old woman. Cutting her apart bit by bit. And do you know why? Because her son was an NVA officer. And hurting her was the only way to make him talk.
I don't understand what this has to do
What he
with
told us saved the lives of an entire platoon. That's 42 men. Men that lived another day because I was willing to take a saw to that old woman.
Thank you, Mr. Donovan. I believe that.
Sit down and just shut the fuck up! I did a lot of terrible shit over there. In the name of this country. Shit that will haunt me for the rest of my life. But I did it because I believed in the fight. I believed what this nation stood for. So, to be sitting there ass deep in mud with that old woman scattered all around me, and hearing that the President of the United States had just been fucking murdered, well, I knew right then and there that I couldn't let that stand. That I would find a way to make it right no matter how long it took.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that Sal Marcano and a group of conspirators murdered Jack Kennedy.
Oh, that is the most absurd thing I have ever heard.
I assumed you would say that.
Don't fucking move! This... You're out of your mind.
Oh, I don't hold anyone's ambitions against them, Senator. And you certainly were ambitious, weren't you? You went to law school, and then you became a district attorney, and then United States Senate. After Sal Marcano died, I went through his files. Imagine my surprise when I saw your name over and over and over and over again. The mob wanted Jack Kennedy dead, and you were more than willing to help.
There are cameras everywhere. There's witnesses.
No, I want
You'll
them
never
to
get
see
away
this,
with
you
this.
stupid asshole, because then they will know that I am not finishing with you. I am starting with you. Oh! Oh! And they're next. Gentlemen.
God, department!
You really come through here. I'm impressed.
You also sound surprised.
I'll admit I carry some doubts about your level of commitment.
Marcano's a temporary problem. The Hollow, though, ain't going nowhere.
I just hope you and I stay aligned on what matters. I've seen what power does, how it can change a man's focus.
See, that right there is the biggest problem we have. Every time you and I start discussing business, you start up about how the world works, about the trials and tribulation of colored folk. And you do it as if I have no idea, as if I just woke up this morning and found myself a man of color.
That's not what I'm doing.
When I was 7 years old, me and the boys from the orphanage weren't allowed in the shoe store. So we had to stand around out back and hand over an outline of our feet so the guy inside knew what size we were. When I was 10, there was this little white girl running around the neighborhood. We both crushed pretty hard on each other. But then her big brothers caught us holding hands in the park. They beat the fuck out of me, called her a nigger lover. They nearly killed me. There's a lot of things in this world I don't know, things I never experienced, and I got no problem admitting to that. But you need to stop talking to me as if being colored is one of them.
And yet you volunteered to serve a government that hates you, that sent you halfway around the world to kill our Vietnamese brothers and sisters.
I had my reasons.
Everyone has their reasons, Lincoln.
I'm here now, Cassandra. That's all that matters.
How all this shakes out in the end, that's what matters. We arming our people in fucking Dixie all at the same time. Who said we couldn't have some fun? When you take possession of their weapons, bring them back to me. There's every penny. What's not to love? It's obvious that you have a different vision for the future of this city than I do. Don't change the fact that I want to be in the conversation. Better that than not in the cold. Thought we had an understanding. But handing over Tickfall to someone else tells me otherwise. Judge Holden was no friend to the Holler. But goddammit, Lincoln, this bad. Real bad. Got a time frame on those guns? Sure could use them. Burke's loud, crass, and will probably drink, smoke, or fuck himself to death. You the most powerful black man in this city, which means you public enemy A #1. He's too humble, but Emmanuel's one of the most prominent voodoo priests in Haiti.
Christ.
Ain't you just the goddamn prince of perfect fucking timing?
You okay?
What could possibly make you think I'm not? You got them cars I asked for?
Yeah, I got them.
Good. Because now we need boats.
The fuck does the IRA want with boats?
The IRA comes knocking at your door, you don't ask questions, you just do it. Otherwise, you'll wind up with your pecker jammed down your own throat, which from what I hear, ain't as much fun as it sounds. Besides, it ain't like you're not getting a healthy piece of the action.
This shit ain't adding up. And it makes me nervous. I don't like being nervous.
We're partners, lassie. But you don't run everything in me fucking life. I got concerns that stretch outside of what we're doing.
You talking about Nikki? Is this IRA shit about to blow back on her?
No, that'll not happen.
Just so we're clear, if Nikki gets caught in the crossfire of your shitty life choices, puking in the fucking sink will be like your sweet 16 compared to what I'll do to you.
Oh, lad, your sweet words are getting me all hard now. But you have my word. No harm will come to Nikki on account of any of this.
So it's both now.
Aye. This time we're going to spread our wings and branch out a bit. The brothers are looking for boat parts to really confuse the bastards. There are some upscale watercraft I think should work perfectly. Bring the boats back here and we'll be on our way. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? You know, Chucky, I thought you were a smart motherfucker. Knew the right thing to do. But I'm standing here looking at how you're dividing the city, and I'm thinking I might be wrong. Everyone knows Techfall gets my scraps, so fuck it. Sal always thought he was better than the rest of us. In his eyes, we were all niggers. Every last one of us. Hope you're not adverse to water, because we've got need for some watercraft. I will say this about your pal Vito. He knows what he's doing. Keeps his rackets moving and making money. Who cares if he can't cook worth a shit? Ain't afraid of dying. It's living that's the hard part. Way I figure, if I live to die, then I'll get exactly what I've been wanting in the end. Cops around here are like goddamn pit bulls. But if you get in touch with my people, she may be my little princess, but Nikki can be a giant pain in the ass.
Christ, in a sidecar, there's a lot here. Feels good being part of something. Something fucking real. Thanks for Tikva. Now that I control all the smuggling in and out of the city, we'll be able to make some coin. I used to play cards with Frank Pagani. I know you had to do what you had to do, but Frank was a stand-up guy to me. Cassandra seems like a believer. She's got a cause. I'm not sure if that's good or bad, but you need to keep that in mind. Feels good, doesn't it? Knowing you got one less target on your forehead. How's it going working with Alma? Tough fucking kid, right? Don't go it alone and get yourself fucked up. Call in the muscle service if you need some help.